Hannah, what is the topic?
The northeastern monarch butterfly migration.
Audience, are you ready? No. And are you in?
Yeah.
And proceed.
According to World Wildlife, on March 16, 2021, flying up to 2,500 miles from the US and Canada where they breed, all the way down to the forests in central Mexico where they hibernate. The monarch migratory pattern is the most highly evolved of any known species of their kind. Every year, these butterflies fly from northern America all the way down to Mexico, and this provides multiple research opportunities for researchers and also, but unfortunately, the population of them is shrinking, causing concerns for future migrations. So today we'll be talking about where they go when they're in Mexico, how they're able to get there, and what's causing their population to shrink. Here in this map, you can see the generations that it takes for them to go to Mexico. So when they're up in the north, one generation flies all the way down to Mexico, making the entire journey. And then on their way back up is when you have the different generations chunking out on their journey north. And this is mostly due to resources available to them and the push they feel by nature. The main spots that these butterflies travel to in Mexico are called the Oyamel forests. And these are found in the transverse mountainous belt. And this is like in this region. So it's very few small areas that these butterflies travel to. And this is because they flock to the Oyamel fir trees. And these trees are able to provide the perfect microclimate for these butterflies. And when they get to these trees, they group up on them like you can see in this picture. And they just huddle really close together. And this way they're able to preserve their body heat that they have so that it's warm enough that they won't freeze, but cold enough to enter kind of a hibernate state. And in this microclimate, the temperature stays between 32 degrees and 62 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is how they're able to stay warm. But not only is the monarch migration a visual splendor, it is also a biological treasure trove, according to the Annual Review on October 16, 2015. So, although it is beautiful, how are they able to get there? And this is due primarily to a time-compensated sun compass. So basically, the butterflies have a circadian rhythm inside of them, and they're able to tell what time of day it is. And based on this information, they're able to put themselves at a certain degree according to the sun. So in this way, they're able to always keep a southward-facing direction. So as you can see here, there's different places that they go according to the sun. And this was tested in an experiment by Riepert Labs. They had a cylinder with a fake, like a false sun, and then they were able to direct the sun, and every time the butterflies, depending on the time of day, flew in a certain direction. But this is not the only method of transportation that they use, they also use a magnetic field. These butterflies are able to sense the magnetic field of the earth, and then they're able to direct according to which direction. But according to the Annual Review of Entomology, the volume 61 released on 2016, thus the magnetic compass is likely a backup mechanism to the primary time-compensated sun compass, which may dominate only when directional daylight sun cues are available to them. So basically, this is the backup when the sun is clouded over and they don't have a way to direct themselves. But this tells you how they're able to fly to Mexico. How are they able to find these exact same Oyamel forests year after year when their parents and themselves have never been there before? It is a brand new generation. And this is believed to be through their sense of smell. Basically, these butterflies are able to sense the butterflies that have been there before them. Because millions of butterflies flock to these forests every year, they are not able to survive the winter, all of them. So mass amounts of butterfly corpses are at these forests, and they're able to sense that through their sense of smell and just their sense of their feelings and surroundings. So this is how they're able to pinpoint those exact locations year after year. But unfortunately, the butterfly population is shrinking, and this is causing concerns for future migrations. And these are largely due to pesticides and herbicides, urban development and logging. Monarchs have declined 85% in 2 decades, according to the Center for Biological Diversity, and this is very alarming to certain scientists. Herbicides and pesticides get rid of the milkweed that butterflies survive on. Butterflies only lay their eggs on one type of plant, and this is milkweed. And without milkweed available to them, these butterfly populations cannot survive. And according to Frontiers in Ecology and Evolution on April 5th, 2019, all field studies and models suggested that forest loss is likely a contributor to declining an individual condition, population viability of monarchs through its effect on available overwintering habitat. So these butterflies are able to travel to Mexico, they're able to get there through the sun compass, but unfortunately, their population is shrinking. Long-winded today, I guess.
I'm telling you, it's super easy to go a long time. That is like a takeaway. I got 5 points for it.
Okay.
That is a takeaway that a lot of my college students have that. Wow. What was I complaining about 4 minutes for in 10th grade?
Literally.
Nah. Too bad we don't get to do the impromptu. One. It's amazing how you can talk about little to nothing for 4 minutes.
So where do I, yes, maybe we can hit record.